welcome. This is Botany and Board, and today my husband Wyatt and myself, Bailey, I'm going to be doing a two-player run-through of one of our favorite classic two-player games, Splendor. It's not only two-player, I guess I should say that. That made it kind of sound kind of weird. We play it two-player quite often. It plays 2 to 4 in 30 minutes, if you want to know that. The box qualities. So today, Wyatt is actually going to do us a favor, and he's going to explain the rules because you can see his player area better than mine. So Wyatt, take us through.
I was given the lucky task of being able to explain, and I'm sure Bailey will jump in at any moment if I do it incorrectly. So I think the first thing for me when I play Splendor is let's look at a card. And the best spot to show a card looks like here. So when I look at any of these cards, A, I'm looking for a resource. B, I'm looking for how much they cost. Okay, and you'll see they're color-coded, so blue, green, red, brown all correspond to the chip sets that we have. So there's a brown gem, onyx, it's supposed to be black, I know it looks brown. A green gem, a red gem, a blue gem, a white gem, and then if I was to reserve a card, there is a gold or a wild card that you can use. So I'm going to move the tokens back and talk about how I would purchase the cards. Okay, so if I wanted to get a couple of tokens, the first thing I get to choose from is I can either grab 3 tokens of different colors, or I can grab 2 of the same color, assuming that there is at least 4 in a stack. So looking at our board, I have, let's say, this blue one over here. So I could get the blue one, but it's going to cost me 3 onyx tokens. So on this round, I might say, okay, I'll take, for my turn, 2 onyx tokens. And then it would be Bailey's turn. So Bailey looks at the board, she decides what she wants to get. She got a red, a white, and a blue, which...
Just to make it easy, I did.
What is it? So ruby, diamond, and opal? Is that right?
Opal.
What's opal? What's the blue one? Is that not opal?
Sapphire.
Sapphire.
No. Opal is October, my birthstone. Actually, October is interesting, though, because sometimes it's pink, and sometimes it's opal. But opal, to me, that I've seen it, it's always like that, almost like confetti cake, you know? Like
I don't know anything about gemstones. So sapphire, I'm not sure what it is. Anyway, it is blue. So then it goes back to my turn. Now, it costs 3, so this time around I get to choose 1, and I could not choose 2 because there's only 2 left in the pile. So I will choose 1 of the onyx, and I get to choose 2 more. I will choose, looking at the board, I see there's some green, I see there's a diamond, so emerald, diamond, or more of the sapphire. So I will go ahead and I'll get 1 ruby because I'm interested in this diamond over here. And I will also get a diamond since there's a 3 diamond and a diamond required for the green one over here. Now, we've collected a lot of chips and I can buy some things. You can't buy and pick up tokens on the same turn. But I did want to clarify that once I get one, so we'll let Bailey take one more turn hypothetically, so she's going to take 3, and then I will purchase a card. I'm going to pay in the 3 onyx and grab this sapphire, if I can get a hold of it. So now I own the sapphire card. So I put that into my deck over here. Let's see if
your tableau.
Yeah, oh, my tablet. Whoa, that sounds fancy. So now the next time I go to purchase a card, it would cost me 1 less because of the top blue icon. So if I'm looking to buy the diamond in the future, I can now subtract 1 from the blue category because it's sort of do you call it an engine building?
Yes.
So I'm doing an engine building mechanism. I'm learning. So it will subtract that. So the only thing this one would particularly cost is 3 diamond and 1 onyx. And I have 1 diamond at this point. So if I'm going to take my turn after I bought, my next moves would be to get more diamond and an onyx into my hand so that I could purchase this. I think that pretty much sums up what the point of the game is, as far as they're in tiers. So you'll notice there's a green level tier, a yellow, and a blue. And they also have dots on them. But you'll also notice most of the time the bottom row does not have a scoreable point. And to win this game, you need 10 points. If we look at row 2, you'll see 1, 2, 2, 3. And if we go to row 3 or the
15.
top row, oh, is it 15?
15.
Sorry. 15 points to win the game. And if we go to the top row, you'll see that there's also scores up there and that they are worth more points. So when I look at a board, I think what's important to this game is to say, okay, what does this top board require as far as assets? And I see a lot of diamonds. You start looking for big numbers. At least I do. Maybe I'm not the greatest player, but 5 emerald, 5 ruby, 7 emerald. But just looking at this, I could say that there's 2 high point value emerald locations. So it might be advantageous for me early on in my building to pick low level emerald cards so that I can build up through the mechanism. The only thing that can mess this up is how you get these wild card tokens. So if, for instance, what I said was true and I was picking up a bunch of the emerald cards. So I'm taking emerald, 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 and I get a bunch of them. I'm taking here, and I start to work up. And I really am going to want this one because of how big my pot of green has become on my side. I'm going to want to snatch this before anybody else can get to it. When I pull a card like that, and you could do it to any row of a card that you're wanting to get, you get to get 1 wild token. So, for instance, we talked about you could pull 3s or 2 of one kind, but you could also get 1. So, common for me in my play is I will pull 3 of a different color, 3 of a different color, 3 of a different color, and get a big pool of tokens in my hand, which kind of tells me where maybe I'm headed, and then I will grab my last token as a wild card and pick up a high level card to build towards. I'm not saying it works for everyone, but I will say it gives me a goal to work towards. So now I know I need to work towards getting 7 green. Sometimes that pays off, sometimes it doesn't. But I did not build the card, so when it goes to my hand, I flip it over and I need to purchase it at a later time. The wild then can be used as any token, so if you had 2 green and 2 red and 2 onyx, the one thing you were missing was 1 green. You could use your wild for that color, but you could use it for any color. Once you spend your tokens, they go back to the pot. As I think the one thing I messed up on, Bailey said, is you score up to 15. You can only have how many?
10.
You can only have 10 tokens in your... Including wilds in your hand. You could have a bunch of one color. That can happen, but I would say it's difficult in a 2-player, and it's difficult in most setups.
And you can have as many cards as you want. It's kind of a race against, like, how many of these can you get and pick up when they don't have points. So it's a balancing game of needing to get a lot of these low cards to get your engine built up, but you can't wait too long that your other opponents have started to get a lot more of these cards and purchasing them that have points available, because again, like, they only goes to 15, so it can end really fast if you don't keep up.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything we missed. That was a little bit of
the last thing is the nobles.
Oh yeah, we haven't explained the nobles. So up here, let's see if I can reach far enough. These are the nobles, and this is probably I think this is the only part of the game we didn't explain at this point. We even gave a little bit of strategy,
yeah.
But so I'm going to bring the nobles forward real quick. So on the nobles, I'm just going to pull one over here. You'll see it says 4, 4, and 3, but it's not like the previous. This isn't a... Sorry. It's not like the previous. So the previous one showed 4, 2, 1, right? But they're showing round tokens required. This is actually showing 4, and it's a card shape. So you actually have to own and have built, as I would call it, 4 cards that have an onyx in it, or 4 cards that have a ruby. If you are the first person to do so on the player board, now there is a little bit of mechanism. Let's say you both tie. If Bailey and I both tied and I do it first, I would win. That's more important mainly on, I would say, 3 to 4 player. But in this scenario, if I'm the first person to get 4 and 4, I would get this noble and he would come to me at the end of the round. I think this can be a huge game changer because it goes along with what I said about looking at the top row. When I go to build towards something, I'm looking at what's important up here in big numbers for me. But then another mechanism to think about is what are these nobles? What are their assets they're requiring? Because if you're building towards something in general at the top, and these can coincide with it, then potentially you can get an extra 3, 6, maybe even 9 points that could just come to you by the build you were already going to take. Was that how you
Yes.
describe that?
Yep, absolutely. So it might even be a strategy where if you are going more into heavy, just waiting a long time and getting, because eventually like these cards start to become free, because you'll have so many things you can just be like, I can have that for free. You could, if you want to really focus on nobles, you could also focus on just, because you just need the number of gems that are in your tableau. So it's, you rely more on the nobles for points versus the cards actually coming with points themselves. But I feel like that's pretty good if we want to get started and get going.
Yeah, I think I'm ready. So,
okay, cool. Who wants to start first?
I will let you go first.
Thanks. That's so nice.
Do you want me to push the chips towards you?
No, I'm good. I think I'm okay.
Okay.
All right. So I am going to start and get a red and green and blue. Your turn.
Okay, I will take a blue, red, and white, or diamond, ruby, sapphire.
Okay. I am going to get a white, a black, and another red.
I will take an onyx, an emerald, and another diamond.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and purchase a card. So I'm trading in onyx, ruby, emerald, sapphire, and now I permanently have a diamond. So now in my collection I have one chip diamond and one forever built up diamond in my tablet.
And every time you build a card, a new card comes out. And I think for my turn, I will take again. I will take an emerald, a diamond, and a tough choices. Let's go with an onyx.
I already know what one card I think he's going to buy.
She
Although I don't know
she
which
thinks
one
she knows.
I don't know which one he's going to
That'd be funny if she knows, because I don't know. So, I mean, it seems problematic.
He's much more of a procrastinator than I, so I've already thought about what he's going to do. He hasn't got there yet.
She knew we were getting married before I did. So he
That is
hasn't
true.
thought about it, but she knew.
I knew.
Okay, so you took more on your turn. Now, in this case, I'm at 9, so I don't have the option to pull 2
Are you gonna let me
or
guess?
pull 3.
Are you gonna let me guess what you're gonna do?
I could buy right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, or you can reserve that one.
Or I could reserve. That's what I'm.
Yes.
So
Okay,
I'm actually gonna reserve.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't even know it.
She doesn't. She doesn't even know. Now, what should I? Now, I kind of told my plan earlier was I was looking at green, but there's no guarantee if I pulled this one up here, there might never be any greens that show up. That could just be luck of the draw, and then I would really be screwed. So
luck of the draw or curse of the shuffle.
Curse of the shuffle, and I didn't shuffle these. I think Bailey shuffled those, which kind of good chance I'd be in trouble then. So let's go for my last draw.
Well, he's thinking. Anybody who is into houseplants. So I have over here a Syngonium 3 Kings hanging out with us today. Let's see if I can. You're supposed to be thinking about your turn.
Sorry. 3 kings. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's like the nobles. There's 3 nobles up
Yeah.
there.
And then the other thing I have over here is a Peperomia Frost.
I like that one. It's got a nice sheen to it.
Yeah, it's super sparkly. I don't know if the camera picks it
Oh,
up
do you
this
want
way.
me to focus it?
It's okay.
Ready? Oh, one more time. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh
look
yeah,
at
that's got a
that.
nice sheen.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pepperoni frost. This one is like only like a $10. Like I mean, you could even probably find it under $10 plants. Sorry, these are our dogs.
Yeah, Luna and Lily, and they are a little yappy. Okay, I think for my last one, I'm going to go ahead and pull this diamond for 1.
Maybe we'll edit this out with some soft music tones.
Soft, subtle tones. And I'm going to take a wild or a gold chip for this. So now I'm at 10.
Okay, so he did not do what I thought he was going to do. So then I am going to go ahead and
I'd also say there comes a point in the game, at least in my experience, especially later in the game, where I don't even want to buy anything on maybe these first 2 rows because I don't want to expose something that Bailey would get that's going to lead her to getting a noble or lead her to, like, you know, I can probably look at her hand from time to time and be like, okay, she definitely wants another diamond. And so I'm like, it's a sea of onyx and sapphire. I would just not pull a card and make her have to buy it. And then if one showed up, I would purchase it. Sometimes, if it's advantageous.
If anyone was watching my eyes, yes, I was counting his chips.
Okay, so for my turn, I'll go ahead and I'm going to spend 2 onyx and my wild token, and I'm going to get the sapphire.
Okay. All right, on my turn, I am going to trade in my 2 green, 1 white, and then this, of course, is my second white. There's that engine working for me.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have a black to add in.
Ooh, that ruby. It's pretty cheap. I could... Oh, I can't buy it. Indeed. I will take this diamond here and not purchase it yet and take a wild.
Take a white, a green, and I mean, why not? I'll get the red.
I mean, why not?
Why not?
Why not? Okay.
There's probably several reasons why not. And
Yeah.
you can or cannot tell me that in the comments, and I will may or may not care.
I'm going to now purchase the diamond that I reserved last time, and it costs 3 diamonds to do so. The blue I don't have to pay because I already have a card that's a blue, and then the onyx I will pay with another wild. Okay, so
Yep.
Bailey's turn.
Okay, I would like to buy the ruby, so it costs 1 black, 1 white, a blue, and a green.
Ruby on the end, and
So I don't know if I do this like intentionally or if it just happens, but I do find myself a lot of times where I always like I want one of each thing because nothing is worse than like you have everything for free and you're like, oh, but I don't have that one color. And so it's nice just knowing that like if you have one of each, a lot of times maybe you're lucky you can just buy those really fast. Anyways, go on.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Okay, so I think I'm at a point where I will go ahead and actually pull chips. So I'm going to take a diamond, I'll take another sapphire, and I'll take an emerald.
Oh, I would also love to know who everyone thinks is gonna win.
Mm.
We're very competitive with
We
each
are,
other.
but sometimes I really might. It just won't pan out. I mean, like I said, sometimes if you have a plan and you just keep pulling over the wrong cards, and they're not even worth you buying, then it's hard to audible at times in this game, or it can be. So you reserved one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A level 2, no less.
A level 2.
A level
Indeed.
2. Okay. Well, I will go ahead and I think I will purchase this one. I already have the diamond. I already had the blue. This cost me a green and a red. Okay.
Yep.
Ooh, a 1-point low-level card. That can be handy. It's nice to get a little chip in every once in a while on your 15-point tallies.
I know you've convinced me. I feel like, but I don't know if I want to use my wild on that. Oh wait, I can do it slowly. So I also want that red.
Mm-hmm.
I am now at 10, in case you were counting.
So see, this is a good point. She said she also wants that red, so I'm just gonna take that red because I also wanted it. Because now she's told me, and I will take a wild.
No, I wanted this red. Oh, I wasn't even talking about that. I mean, I did want that.
Well, I wanted that. I thought I was thwarting her. Don't tell your enemies what you want.
I did. I did kind of want it, but that's okay. I can do it without it. So I'll trade in 4 red, and this will be 5, and this is 6, and I have a 3-point. I'm on the board.
Wow. Yeah, she's killing it. I don't have any points. Okay, so my turn?
Yeah. Actually, let me get a... I was wondering, I was like, I could set up a dice or something to keep our score. Everybody knows. Maybe we can insert it on the...
Well, I think you'll be able to... Oh, yeah. I might be able to.
If we know how. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll figure out how. Okay, so for my turn, I think this time around I'm going to go ahead and pull... I think I'll go 1 red, 1 diamond, 1 green. And I am at 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, I'm going to reserve this card.
Okay, so I get 1 card. I'm going to go ahead and take... Oh, I'll just buy it. Yeah, so I can buy this one for 4, and I have 3 emerald and a wild. So I'll buy that one. So now I'm on the board. 1 to 3.
Barely on the board.
Barely on the board. Hanging on for dear life.
Oh gosh, Interesting. I feel like you always... I mean, I'm holding white as well. I feel like you're constantly having white over there.
I'm very pasty.
This is true. 9. I saw you. I see you're recounting my account. I
Just
even did the
double
tapping.
checking. I'm double checking. Okay. I will go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and take this diamond and reserve it. Unless, what is this one? No, what is this one? Anyway, I'll take it and reserve it. You can only reserve 3 cards. Is that right? 3?
Oh yeah, I think there's 3.
Yeah, so in my reserve, I currently have 3. So going forward, until I purchase them, I can't reserve anymore. Oh, did you pull that?
No, you did. You reserved it.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Sorry, I was contemplating my own strategy. I'm gonna trade in. I'm gonna go ahead and do the 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 points as well.
Yeah, she's whooping up on me. That's not
good. And he's got stuff in his arsenal over there that's hidden secretively away.
It's not points though.
Maybe you should reserve better points.
Yeah, I probably should. That's a solid argument there. I'll go ahead and purchase my red card, my ruby, and make sure that's not on the board. It costs 3, so I'm going to pay in 2 of my diamonds and 1 of my wilds. Okay, your turn, Bailey.
Okay. A white, a blue, and a black. No, red. No.
Okay. Yeah, she's doing quite
4,
well.
5, 6, 7, 8. He's scared, everyone.
I am scared. She's scary.
It is October, currently, when we're filming this. I don't know when you'll watch it, but right now it's October.
We're usually pretty into Halloween. It's around Bailey's birthday, and
I was supposed to be born on Halloween, fun fact. Is it my turn?
it's mine. I'm thinking. You can probably hear it working up there. Yeah, it's going around. Oh, what to do? What to do? I'm going to go ahead and reserve this card over here. Take a wild. Your turn.
Which card did you? Oh,
I
you should've been
reserved
watching. Okay.
an onyx.
Yeah. That was very nice. Normally he would have told me like, pay attention.
That does sound typical. I think it's because we're filming that I decided to be a nicer person.
This is great. I should have you guys around more often. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8. So even if I wanted 3 different ones, I can't take, or I can take 3. So it gives you the opportunity. Like let's say that I don't actually want this blue anymore. I can pick up green, red, and white, and then just put back my blue. Just as long as you balance to 10. Now you can't go just like throwing your whole thing back, but
Yeah.
within reason. Okay, so left my focus. I think what I would like is okay. I feel foolish doing that.
She feels foolish.
It's that the green is biting me. Okay, so I'm gonna get my free green, like I said, so that I could have
The old freebie. I'm gonna take 2 green.
Okay, I am going to reserve this card. It has the 5 red, and not that Wyatt was probably gonna get there to even take it from me, because he already has 3 reserves, so he probably couldn't. I probably could have waited a while. But sometimes, like, I already know that I have 5, and if he sees that, he'll take it from me. So in order to cure myself from heartache, I will.
And because you have 9, right? How many chips
1,
do you have?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is correct.
Yeah, so there wasn't. She couldn't. She'd either have to take 2 of something, or she do that swap that she was talking about.
The old swap.
The old swapperoo. Okay, so I'm going to buy this diamond, and it looks like it costs a blue, which I have a blue. It costs 2 green, which I'm gonna 2 emerald, and I'll pay that in. It costs a ruby and an onyx, and I have both of those. So there we go. Your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do another free and get my. Now I have 1 of each. Now diverse, slightly diverse engine. I mean, mainly red.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I will go ahead and should probably look and see what I have. Okay, so I currently have for tokens 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a diamond, a onyx, and a... I guess that's about my only choices. I guess I'll have to take a ruby because I can't take 2 and 1 from a pile. So, your turn, Bailey.
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna purchase this guy, so that costs me my white that I've been hanging on to. So 3 of those plus my 1, 2 blue, and a black. So I am now at 7 points.
7 to 1.
7
She is
to 1.
whooping up on me.
What are you doing?
I'm starting to wonder myself. I'm going to take a diamond, a sapphire, and an emerald, and that will put me at 10.
Okay. And I'm down to 5 again, so I'm at a manageable hand level. So I can actually get things again if I so wish. I think I do need some stuff. So I needed black and green and go. Oh, wait. I don't want to take. I want to buy. I can buy this green right now. And that will give me 3 of each of these. And if you notice on the noble up there, one of the nobles has
there's a
red
3,
and
a 3,
green, and I just need
3
the
green,
blue.
3 red, and 3 blue.
Yes. Did I pay in my chips for that?
I don't think so.
There's that. I have the red.
Okay. All right. So my turn. I will go ahead and build one of my cards that I have. So I'll build this one. It costs 2 blue, so I already have 1 blue. So I'll pay in a sapphire, and it costs 2 onyx, and I have 1, so I'll pay in another. Your turn.
Yep. I'm going to get this for free. So give me another onyx down here.
Okay.
Something.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
I'm going to build another card from my hand. And it costs 5 diamonds, so I'm going to pay 1 in. And that got me 2 extra points. So now it's 3 to 7.
Okay, I'm gonna buy the white one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1,
3
2,
to 9.
3. Sorry, our camera curling times out, so
Not sure why it does.
Turn it on. If anybody knows, it's a Nikon something.
Nikon, this is the D5300. I'm looking at the new mirrorless. I'm pretty interested in getting one of those. Okay, so let me see what my last one was. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can take 3 chips. So I think I will go ahead and take a blue, or sorry, sapphire, a diamond, and an emerald. Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this one up here.
Yep.
For 5, and it costs 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 diamonds, a wild for the 7, and then what else did it cost? 3 blue. So 3 sapphire. Okay, so that puts me at 8 points.
8 to 9, is that right? 3, 5,
that
6,
right.
7, 8, 9. Ooh, what happened to my lead? Okay. Focus. So I'm going to take this for free to get There was no blue, as you guys can see. So as soon as I was like on the blue track, they just went away. So I've now diversified to also maybe try to get a white. Close your ears, Wyatt.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking for. I'd take 2 blue at this point, so I'm better off to just go for the noble on the far right there. And then from there, I can either decide whether I want to. Well, if we even have any more past that, because it's getting pretty scary over there with the white. There are like several white cards that I know that come out just from playing this enough that come out in tier 2 like this that'll have, you know, because I feel like I play white strategy a lot. I don't, no idea why. But it seems like in tier 2, there's
Diamonds
always,
are a girl's best friend.
That's why.
That's why.
Maybe that's why I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Subconsciously, just know.
Can't keep her away from them diamonds. Okay, I think I'll go ahead and buy this ruby for 1 emerald.
Will it be something I need? No. No, it won't. Okay. So what I am going to do, I think. Oh, I'm being silly. Silly. Okay.
She's being silly.
I need a red and a blue and a green.
Okay, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take this ruby for free.
Okay.
Oh, it's not exactly for. Sorry, I gotta pay 1.
All right, here goes it. Ready? I started. Okay.
Did you already win?
Well, no, not yet. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Oh,
It's coming.
whoa.
It's coming. All right, so I'm gonna buy this that I've reserved. So it costs 3 blue, 3 green, 5 red, 3 black.
Okay.
That gives me my 3rd.
So you do have 3, 3, 3, and that added 3, and that makes it 12.
12
and you'll have a noble visit you for 15.
And the noble will visit me at the end of the round. So Wyatt will get 2 more turns. You get this round to finish it, and then it'll come to me at the end of the round.
Oh, because you started.
I started.
I don't think I can come back from that.
So Wyatt has 2 turns.
No, I think she whooped up on me today.
So this is like while you're doing your turn. This is like an interesting thing about Splendor. The going out mechanism with getting to 15 points. So for instance, like this one happened to be 3. So let's say maybe this was 2, and then the noble came to visit me. Well, then I would get a whole nother turn. And if you're playing with more than 2 people, sometimes you have people that are all close. Well, it's like if you went out first, but then somebody else goes, and then they manage to get to 16 or 17 points. Of course, they win. And once you clear 15, everybody gets 1 more turn.
Yeah, and see, the problem I'm having is, it's been a problem for some time, is I need another onyx. And if you look at the board, in order to buy the onyx, there's only 2 on the board, well, 3 on the board, and I don't have any emerald, because Bailey's pretty much been running the emerald game. And then the other one actually costs onyx to get onyx, which is, since I don't have onyx. And then the last one also requires more emerald. So unfortunately, if we look up here at the, what we could got for nobles. Oh, the noble hasn't visited you?
You haven't finished your turn
I see. Yet. Yeah, so this was the noble I was working for, but since I can't get the 3, I can't get that extra 3, even though I have 4 of another one. So now I probably just need to buy some things for fun. Okay, so I will spend 1 red token and grab this blue one for an extra point. And that is 1. So Bailey, your turn.
The noble.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And you got,
I got
the middle
black
one?
No, I gave up on her. She was.
Oh, you took the one I was going to get?
Oh,
you didn't get the one with the blue. You got this guy?
Yeah, there was no blue this time out.
Oh, yeah. This was the one I was working towards, so I should have looked over her stuff, but I really didn't. So she gets this guy for an extra 3 points, and that puts her to...
And that puts me to 15. So he has He has one turn.
But you get to do a thing, right? Because not on that.
Right?
Well, because I think you do. Because
or wait, do you just get to finish a turn? Maybe you just get to finish a turn. Like no, because I just went out.
I think you win.
You know what I mean? Well, please. I either win. I mean, I win, but like
She definitely won because I'm at 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know that I get a turn.
End of the game. When a player reaches 15 prestige points
at the end of a round,
complete the current round so that each player has played the same number of turns.
Yeah.
The player. Okay, so I actually
She
so
won.
I didn't. Yeah, I went out.
So Bailey's already won the game.
Yeah.
And there's nothing I could do honestly on that turn. But that's how it is sometimes. You know, you look at it, and I went for a strategy with diamonds, and I thought it was going okay. It did it for a while when I got that one blue, but I couldn't get any more onyx, and that was a problem for me.
The other thing is, just to note while I have the rule book out, if in case of a tie, which we didn't, I won. But if there was a tie, the person who has purchased the fewest development cards. So if you actually manage to win with like a really small engine, I guess the designers are rewarding you. I don't know if that's what they're going for, but that's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, so we had a friend that we play with pretty routinely on this when we play 3-player. And he is notorious for, he'll sit there and always have 10 chips in his hand, and he will buy high-level cards, and almost routinely will skip as low. So if you ever tie him, sometimes he can just, boom, he's done really fast because these will just match up with whatever small engine build he's worked out. But other times he gets dead last. So, I mean, this is one of those games where if you're too balanced, you won't win because somebody will probably beat you in speed. And if you're not balanced enough and the right cards aren't showing up, then you could end up not having anything built. Which I would say is kind of what I did today, is I built up my hand without any green. And all this green's here, and so then I started looking for upper tier and didn't have an opportunity for anything that cost green by not having any in my engine build.
Yeah.
So.
Well, apparently they weren't coming out because now they're all here.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I have 3, but I even got this one for the second tier.
But the other thing to be said is, of all the green that were available, Bailey picked them all up. So when I started saying, "Oh crud, I got to get stuff that had some big level greens," I couldn't afford it. So that was a flaw that I had in my strategy. But anyway, so Bailey won.
But I won. Do you want to give a quick rating what you rate the game? Do you know that off the top of your head?
Like on a scale
out of 10?
Ooh, so tell me what a 10 out of 10
Just
I could
your
think
opinion, your own opinion.
my own opinion.
Like on you think of all games.
When I think of all the games
10
that
out of 10
I am
is
willing to play.
I think technically, like on Board Game Geek, whenever they do their ratings, I believe how they have it set up is that it asks you. It's like if someone asks you to play this game, would you play it every time, or and it has like that kind of a scale.
This is at least an 8 and above for me. I would routinely play Splendor. There are some other games that Bailey and I play together that I could even put it as a 9, but it is out of all the games that you can see behind Bailey, which I don't think that's quite all of them, and there's a bottom shelf you can't see that's behind her. But
do you want to guess my rating?
Ooh, I bet you rated this an 8.
I actually rated it a 9.5.
Oh, really?
So
high.
yes, I rated this 9.5. I have 10 plays logged on here. We played it much more, but I didn't start logging my plays and all of them on Board Game Geek until 2020, I think. So everything before 2020 I don't have logged, and unfortunately, like some of our classic games, we didn't always log.
I'll give it a 9. I'm giving mine a 9.
Oh, he's up to that.
No, I was in between an 8 and 9. Yeah, okay, but because we could definitely play other games, and I would rate them very low. And then there's some games I rate really, really high, and this is a 9. I like a simple mechanic for me personally. I like, I think I do like engine builds in general, but I also like just simple card flipping over mechanics and building towards a hand. I also like a game that ends in roughly 30 to 45 minutes and is competitive. I don't care as much for the collaboratives, so I rate this a 9 out of 10.
Yep, and that's pretty much all of your reasons are why I've rated a 9.5. Because probably all my ratings are skewed by how much you enjoy the game as well.
Yeah.
Since you're my number one player partner.
Yeah. No, Bailey likes collaborative games and stuff a lot. It's just I am really competitive, and so if there's not a winner and a loser, I sometimes have trouble playing. But thank you for joining us, and Bailey, you can do the outro for your.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping in. Consider giving us a like and subscribe. If you have any requests on anything that you see behind us that you want to watch us play, or any videos at all you want us to do, just let us know. Thanks for coming.
All right, bye.